Well, it's Valentine's Day. And I gotta choose a girl, and I already did. And she's right here. And right here in this crazy movie. Where technically a bunch of monsters gets unleashed, and now she has to hunt them down and learn the way of the parents. Look at that old devices, bro. Literally ghost-busting nonsense. And also these, things, I don't know, evil energies, they feed on your fear, because of course they do. That's the coolest plotline ever. And the scariest one, because the moment you are afraid, the demon world grows, it seems. Of course. For whatever reason. Concept of fear is pretty weird to analyze. And it being brought up like this in my face. And then there's the demon world where she was safe. She was, protected from the information that shit like this exists. And the ghosts get hunted down by her parents, though. So it's very difficult to keep it a secret. If anything goes wrong, which it did. And now, children arm themselves against whatever. Now, what would you expect seeing this title and seeing this fucking picture? What would you expect to happen in the movie? I mean, okay, she's gonna fight a monster, except the fucking monster is a woman, bro. I think that's the final boss, and it's like kind of weird. But here we go. I'm gonna care for a girl that's fighting monsters. Like, why would you not care about that? That's pretty cool. Also, Olivia happens to have a lot of music on YouTube. Music videos, to say the least. That fucking creeps me out of, like, how did I not see that coming, bro? Maybe she has the title of the most music creator by a Disney person. Besides Selena. But she could even beat Selena, bro. I don't know. What if the music is good? What if she gets to fight Selena toe-to-toe for how high-quality music there are released? And she probably just kind of like retired from that, from everything. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing recently. And technically, I don't want to know, because this Valentine's Day is going to extend to infinity and beyond. I want to see for how long I can keep her above 100%. Once I start, I'm not putting her down until I know everything. And every now and then we're gonna talk about Olivia, explore deeper and better, and fully experience all the material she has gathered. I feel like YouTube is gonna shut down eventually the level 1 experience of NPCs running around and trying to explore the good and evil instead of pretending that they know what is good and what is evil and what to do and what not to do. We're still here to explore. Even myself, I have to explore, what is this conspiracy theory thing? What is this, censorship that I don't like? Am I being blacklisted from YouTube? Is that what's going on? Because my watch time is phenomenal. YouTube needs to take it down, throw people at it. Please. I don't want to see numbers like that going up and up and up. As if I'm being disrespected, but only respected by my subscribers who care about me. And I'm happy about that to some extent. I'm not sure what the scare is supposed to bring in the end. I'm not sure what I'm manifesting. Who's listening to me. But that alone kind of like, should warm me up. Because not everyone has listeners these days. Not everyone has things to say. Not everyone is interesting. There's compliments hidden behind this number that I would like to know. But a more interesting, insult is that YouTube doesn't fucking care. And that pisses me off. Of like, we don't have anywhere to promote your videos because your titles are kind of weird and no one wants to click that shit. Like, what do I do though? Is it really my fault? Should I label this podcast and then you're gonna serve people? I don't know, bro. It's just a mess. It's a mess for potentially other people to figure out. Like, there's the vidIQ crew, the people who break YouTube, who could be life coaches for YouTubers. That would be nice. But again, there's no good or evil. Because it's just we're running around naked and trying to get what we want desperately on YouTube. There's just a bunch of stories of different kind of people trying different things. And I'm trying to consume as many of them as possible to, like, be on top of the leaderboard. Because it's not that difficult. I mean, I played games before. If you put enough effort, if you grind enough, and you have a human heart, where you don't actually grind for the sake of being on the top of the leaderboard, but you just want to play the game, want to enjoy the game. That way you are on the top, on the actual, not the visual, but the actual. Of knowing things, of knowing how to enjoy the game, knowing how to interact with other people. That's the leaderboard right there. Having self-esteem. Self-esteem is everything. It's the ultimate resource. And, you know, when people want to rob my self-esteem, when I have to unpeel and nothing changed with my mom, she's still a fucking... the final boss of my life that kind of tries to ruin my life at the same time while giving me resources, and it's very confusing. You know, I can take care of myself, her, and all the resources unless I get attacked by fucking, you know, other sources too. Then I'm like, now that's a lot of responsibility. Now I don't know what to do. So, Hunger Strike is not necessarily gonna be achieving anything past this point. We're waiting for March 4th. To see what Doctor is actually threatening with, because he will repeat that somehow, you know. I've been through a year of asylum, and that's the most fucking torturing environment ever, and there's, like, no escape. That one will kill me, 100%. If that's what he wants. I mean, holy shit, you have absolutely no soul whatsoever. Not being able to have options or negotiate puts you in a fucking terrible position where you don't actually get to express, you can't be honest about what you want and how much you want it and how good you are and having the things that you want. Like, if I can negotiate, I can't explain to anyone. Like, I cannot move step forward. We just follow orders. It's fucking boring and stupid. And it's not something anyone fucking needs or wants. Or can even make use of. But it's there. Corrupting potentially the entirety of Europe. A lot of countries corrupted in different ways. Now we're probably gonna unmask during the purge. Understand how to survive. How to survive and identify locations. And what you can do in different locations. And how the fuck to get there. You can only get there by making friends, by, you know, helping other people, you know, with their struggles. And I sort of, like, reached out to a lot of people. Maybe that shit is going to be relevant. Maybe everything that I've acquired to this point, during the purge, all my experience and efforts will be relevant. I mean, that's something you want to pray for. You want to pray that when bad things happen, good people are relevant. You know, I can be dormant, I can do my own thing. If I'm a good person, I get extra time to spend on cool things that I like, you know, as a reward. And then, now that I'm relevant, I have to, you know, show what I can do. Not necessarily do the work, but show what I can do to people who might need my services and all that shit. We'll see. We'll see how things escalate, because they will surely do, because we never fucking stop. Even though COVID is over, the narrative of fear is never over. The idea that fear is the only fucking disease, I mean, that sounds pretty interesting, isn't it? That fear can mess with your body, shut things down. Can show scientist a little bit of a bubbly bubble. Wow, look, scientist. He has this sort of thing. What if scientists are just being, you know, tricked? Who knows? To see things, to detect things. And it can go both ways. They can be tricking us, after all. But again, oh, their narrative is over now after 2 years, right? Well, no. It just kind of unmasks layer of and after layer of things we might not fully understand. Things we have to remember, because we might want to talk about it when we can actually talk about it without being censored or being laughed at or being misunderstood, and all the yada yada type of moments where you can't actually talk. It's just not the right time, I guess. It's not the right, you're not talking to the right people. They might just get scared, you know. That's the danger of talking about fear. It's just like people gonna get scared and get themselves in danger, because at the same time their life is so boring, they're tempted by fear anyways, that they don't like. But they're tempted to conjure bad things to happen. Play with demons, so to speak, which is something I don't recommend doing, but a lot of people fall into the cracks and like they act out those roles. It's exciting for them. And that's what makes them not good. That's what robs their time. Like, if you're spending in a demonic way, spending your time in a demonic way, looking, predating on people. I hate the word preying because it means two things, but predation is understandable, right? So doing that is kind of fucking disgusting, to say the least. This is why I just simply don't walk around past, like, daytime, at very least. Like, there's no use. Now people have established their fucking demonic roles because things escalate over time. Even the kids downstairs that gives me so many problems, that is 1 out of 2 problems. Major problems that I'm suffering from, and I'm like, shit, this is so much pain. Like, how can no one solve this shit? Even that guy feels like he's gets enabled in this like nighttime situation. It's like, oh, the special button. Right now I don't actually hear the dude, but I hear some fucking noise throughout the entire day, bro. Some loud booms across the entire day. Like, where are they coming from? Who's fucking making that noise? What's the fucking point? Am I too curious? Should I just, you know, listen to loud music and drown myself in it? I don't know. Because that shit certainly keeps me uncomfortable for like way too long now. Ever since it started 3 months ago, like, shit. Now on a whole nother level of noise that I can't control, escape, tackle, solve, none of that shit. I don't know what moves to make, especially when it's winter time and it's just fucking cold to do anything stupid like this. When something terrible is happening, when something is problematic, that means new rules. New rules of some kind. Rules are not supposed to actually suppress people, make things more complicated. Because most people think about legality of rules, of like, you're gonna get in trouble if you don't follow rules. Those kind of rules are fucking stupid. These comes from the government, from corruption, from stupidity, bro. Top levels of stupidity. Creating those rules where you have to follow them, where you have no wiggle room, like, to resist in any way. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Those ones suck. The rules where more awareness is created, where someone fucking knocks on your door because they have the right to do so and ask questions. And if you don't answer those questions, well, might as well pay a fine, which is not going to be a big deal, but is going to, satisfy a person who's suffering from your fucking bullshit. And that's it. We take away people's money who are fucking demonic and aggressive and annoying and pathetic and useless, and we give it to people who goddamn need the money. Or need to, improve their life quality somehow. So they need to purchase something. I don't know, bro. Need to improve their space. Insulate a little bit from the fucking boom booms of the apartment. I wonder if there's material for that I can buy. Because there's technology for everything. And now the fucking Amazon house has taken the world by storm. I'm like, shit, bro. Maybe I can live in Amazon forest, bro, in the middle of nowhere. That would be fucking cool. I want to see how the world evolves past this point. There's so much to explore, so much to do. I obviously don't want to die, and hunger strike kind of fucking goes against everything that I stand for, of enjoying life that is getting better and better. But a lot of people are not getting better and better. They stay the same. And they make life fucking miserable, fucking disgusting. They stay, don't improve, they don't listen, they don't do shit. It's hard to even move them as if they're statues of liberty, of I do whatever the fuck I want. Well, fuck you. This is fucking demonic shit that has to be washed away. You do whatever you like. I mean, for fuck's sake. We might not like what you do. See, that's the problem. People might not like what I do, which is also a problem. We can communicate about it. You have to give me ability to negotiate, to simplify, to ease the pain of people who are suffering from my messages. If it's possible to suffer from information, you gotta let me know. But it's very unlikely that silent people are better than someone like me. Like, it's very unlikely of an equation. I mean, I weigh everything. I put effort. I try to understand and improve. But I can't quite move other people to help me out in ways that I cannot help myself. That would be pretty fucking cool. If you have unique skills, I want to see it. Maybe I'll have to learn some of it myself, but that would be fucking helpful. Many times I try to, or at least one specific time I try to unite my friends to be like, okay, let's create a group of people and do whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. It's just gonna work. But time again, I bump into inhuman, immoral type of behavior, some rejectful schizo nonsense, bro. That makes you feel like, what, you don't actually want to do anything? Nothing is possible? You don't want to participate in any way? Like, you don't want to contribute to anything? What's going on? Am I not allowed to benefit in any way? Is that what you're scared of? I don't know what's going on, bro. The best answer I got's live your life. Because that's the best worst answer you can give to someone. Again, shifting the blame, doing the same thing as I already described, which is, it's up to you. You can do anything. You can live your life and leave me alone. And then leave this person alone and that person and those fucking millions upon millions of people you can leave alone because they don't want to be in your life. And it's like, what the fuck did you just do? Live your life is just another way to reject someone that you don't like. Oh my god, how many ways can we find to do the same exact fucking thing? But as long as you do it in a negative way, it's just not gonna work. You know, you're never gonna fix your tire by damaging it even more. That's not how things work. By making things negative, you're not gonna find a solution. You have to buy a new tire, or somehow know how to fix the one that you have, or make sure that your tires cannot even be broken anymore. That would be fucking cool. But you cannot do things in a negative way, and like, why do I always talk to immature people? Why do I interact with immature people who can't do shit? This sort of life is torture. There's no live your life. I don't got no life. Because my life also depends on connections with other people, right? Actually being able to not have your bridges completely obliterated of like, oh, they don't like me, they don't like me. If I'm rejected by thousands of people, you think like my life is easier that way? And it's more livable and there's more life to it? If my opportunities are running low and my self-esteem is being fucking torn apart and stolen from, like, I will try and find a safe spot just to survive. Oh, back to survival we go. But hey, I have money. I have plenty of time. I can do my thing. I can, in fact, live my life. The problem is, now that all the advice have been taken, you get nothing in return. You only, get a middle finger in return, unfortunately. And obviously, the more people will want things from me, I mean, the less they get. Just so simple. But let's not go into abstract worlds of situations that can happen in the future. I'm just gonna be prepared, very interested. I just want to finish the goddamn movie for today and go to sleep. And I think that settles everything. Even on top of all the problems, well, there's still the world of fear. The more you fear other people, especially me, like good people, and the less you want to associate with them, like, I'm sorry, bro. Your life is going to be that much more miserable. Now, we have to even, like, see who will want to associate with me. Because right now, the number is 0. 0, absolute 0. No one needs help. Everyone's fucking safe right now. Tables must turn. Fucking 100%. Like, I have to be relevant somehow. At some point. There's no other time than now to be relevant. There's no other time. If fear has been spreading throughout China, throughout Russia, I mean, we have to do the next best thing. I get to live now a nightmare. And I'm quite fazed by it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty scared. It's pretty fucking terrifying and torturous. Doesn't mean I just give in and allow that shit to manifest, but people don't care enough, and that should fucking scare them instead of me. You know, people just allow bullshit to manifest, and it turns into an unsolvable problem. A child should not be creating fear for free, as if fear is just some kind of like normal thing that no one really suffers from. Yeah. What are you talking about? Like, we can, once we talk money, I can tell you how much damage I have received, how much damage other people have received from fucking one noisy person, or the enormous money drain that can happen when you make mistakes across Europe, when you allow migrants to come in, when they riot and pillage and make a lot of crime, and many more things like that. But personally, I'm suffering from corruption and doctors wanting to fucking shove pills down your throat. I mean, that's not fucking cool. Yeah, the demonic child has been awakened. Now he's running around and doing God knows what. The place that used to be safe and sound no longer is. You know, it all depends on how much noise there is. It's just like painful. It all depends on how much people are intruding your privacy. When, well, you expect now to be left alone. And it's like, that's my thing. Because I can't interact. There's no option for me to click a fucking button and all of a sudden start interacting with the kid that I don't like. That's not easy, bro. That's not established yet. I can't send a message, send 1-star rating to these people. There's none of that shit possible. I don't have a bridge connected to the government and the, places of power that would investigate this sort of shit. No one cares, bro. Like, you have so many powers now. With information flowing from all directions, you have so much power to respond to anything at all. But it could be a fake thing. I'm so scared. It could be not relevant. It might not break the rules. What do we do, right? This is unacceptable in Europe. This is what spreads fear the most. Again, lack of options of what you can do to improve your life, to push things forward, to make yourself think, to find a problem and then solve a problem because you have options of ways to tackle it. If we don't have it, we have to force it. We have to fucking make it happen. Make it relevant and possible. We have to purge for solutions as much as we can. If we see something is problematic, we have to at least think of what we're going to have to do to claim solutions, claim power, claim some kind of stability, from where to move next, and establish some kind of fucking safe space for smart people, right? That's a good place to start tackling problems and expanding from there. Because holy shit, man, it is kind of like zombie apocalypse. It is kind of like every movie ever, because Purge is just a name of one movie, but potentially you can combine it into a cluster of movies and experiences that, bruh, we're gonna have to live through and find out with our own fucking bodies, bro, what it's like to be in that goddamn movie for real. So even though the movie's kind of fucking laughable, because it always is, you can't quite depict everything properly and accurately and in a believable manner. But what you can do is feed ideas. So let's finish that shit up. I can't show again scenes of any kind because that would be inconvenient for me. But there's definitely stuff to talk about. There is a special little thumbnail. This is what I chose for my Valentine's Day. And then bad shit happened to Sniper. Holy fucking crap. But also good things because I was on her side. I was having a good experience. And eventually she is new generation Powerpuff. Yep. What's gonna happen with Olivia? I don't know, bro. I'm oblivious. Hopefully nothing crazy like what happened with Sniper. Or no, I mean, let's fucking go. Whatever happens, I'll take it. So far I only had very successful Valentine dates. And yes, it's still fucking virtual and I'm not upset about it. I love ideas more than people at the moment. Because people don't care. So what the fuck are you gonna do? What kind of date are we talking about if people don't care? Like, you're not gonna have a good time. Again, the only thing that matters is happiness and where you find it. What do you have to do to generate as much of it as possible? And it doesn't matter how stupid it looks, because happiness often looks like, you know, a place in God knows where, which location. Y-axis, Z-axis. Where you find it, you just never know. And the way it looks like weird shit. Like fucking omelets of happiness. You don't know where it is, but if you can find it, and it's always potentially going to look the same for a long time. It's just going to get better and better, though. It's going to expand every now and then. And give you more ideas. Generate you more resources. But where you find it, it's up to you. How it looks like, it's up to you. If I find it across the internet, there's nothing fucking shameful about it, because internet is a new unexplored thing. You're still in the front lines of exploring the internet. If you like it, alright? And you should have high esteem on that alone. Because there's plenty of people who don't care. And they don't care at all. And Sniper Wolf, please take your 125. Please. Take it already. What's wrong with you? Finally. Olivia's with 60% at top 150. I think she's gonna hit top 100. It's not that difficult. But right now, top 100 is 3,000 requirements. The real question is how far she's gonna get. How many days I will keep her around. That's the real fucking hunger strike right here. You know, keeping her at above 100%. Technically, the day is over and I shouldn't be bothering myself with watching the movie, but I'll still do it, you know. I'll still lock it down. Lock down my interest. Anyways. But yeah, this is a big matrix. Big deal. Where people have to be proud of the things they care about. But they also have to expand and search for other people's potential existence nearby. Or interest in their, you know, piece of happiness. Like genuine interest, not just like questioning things or being confused, but genuine interest to, you know, understand how things work around here. Maybe they draw the line very close too. Maybe they're gonna be your partners one day. I don't know. So there's a lot of rules in this blob of happiness, but one rule is certain, that you just never know where you're gonna be located with this happiness. What happiness means to you is completely unique, potentially. What you do every day to keep yourself happy Man. And no one is allowed to judge that. That part is worse than fucking misgendering someone. Alright? Fuck that shit. I don't care about that. You can think I'm a cat. Yeah. All I care, bro. But the things I like to do, you don't fucking attack that shit. Yeah, you gotta love shoe on head, bro. The person that's like, I have discovered that men are lonely, guys. Guys, anyone cares? No? Like, yeah, women might not care that men are lonely. Or like, who fucking, yeah, sure, whatever, right? For most women. But women like that, they don't spend that much time on the internet anyways. They try to socialize desperately almost, I would imagine. Constantly going outside. But I feel like these, again, like these are degenerates that don't actually get to taste much of life whatsoever. They just get to taste a lot of toxic shit. Because we would hear about the outsiders, you know, people who go outside and hang around. We would hear more about them. They can look pretty, I'll tell you that much. But there's a lot of complaints of like women are completely like husks of value. And I love this new word, Elon Husk, bro. I mean, holy shit. At least he did one thing right. Elon Husk. Because women are definitely fucking husks. Most of the time. They just like look nice on the outside and have absolutely nothing that they can contribute into your life besides looking nice and being like sex dolls or whatever. Like, sure. I can do that myself, thank you very much. The only value, and I don't even fucking appreciate it that much. The prostitution, worldwide prostitution, thank you very much. And then there's girlfriends and wives from prostitution, bro. I mean, like, no, at some point, like, it's so cringe what people do these days and how they manipulate each other. I'm like, I'll stick with my internet, thank you very much. I will give in to manipulation when it seems normal, when it seems it's coming from a right place, from a honest position. I can be manipulated too very easily. But every single time it happens, and the funny thing about it is, every single time I get hurt, I have more skills to resist manipulation simply like that. The more I get hurt, the more resistant I become to poison. If you treat me like a roach and spray your poison on me, I'll just gonna grow immunity to that shit. And slowly, again, this is why apocalypse is happening. Manipulation needed to be finished. So they needed to do the last hoorah, basically. Of like, boom, COVID, guys. Boom, you fucking Russia just decided to attack another country. Just they just like wanted to do this explosive thing because they know everything is shutting down. The opportunity is not going to be in the future. To attack in the future, it's not going to happen. Russia is going to be losing people because they have shitty fertility rate. They're not going to be able to economically impact other countries either. They're not going to be a scary nation soon enough, so they have to fucking attack something and do something. And just to see how it feels, at very least, just for the experience, bro. This is how desperate these places were. And now Europe has to be desperate to just do its thing that I still can't quite identify. I can name it. Anyone can name anything. I can see the needs. I can see the last hurrah happening. But we got closer. We got closer of like, you have to see the desperation to unleash some kind of, force. Desperation. And usually it clocks in at March because March is, warm period. that promises a lot of warmth for the rest of the, year and stuff. So it's the most useful time to do something new that's gonna last a long time. Everyone knows the fucking strategies. It's all fucking smart and well crafted, it seems. It's very kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, the easiest thing to do is clean out the baddies and give them independence. That's the fucking loveliest thing you can do. Hey guys, you want independence? You want to have a country? Oh boy, do we have an option for you. Because the best thing to do is fight evil with evil. Just make it collapse onto itself. Make it negate itself. Make it survive in its own fucking feces, basically. That is the loveliest thing you can do. Just shove all the bad people in one place. Probably the most effective thing you can do during the purge. But that is very extreme, and we gotta just observe and see where things go. I still haven't figured out what the fuck farmers are doing, because that will also fall a bunch of dominoes onto a lot of people, and a lot of shops might actually get, empty. That's a pretty scary thing. For them to be empty. Again, I already have one shop that's empty that didn't even explain anything. It's just like we're moving things around. We're just changing things. It's fine, guys. They can't even explain it. Maybe it's a very scary thing, and they don't want to make public panic. But like, shit, fuck, like shop closed. Like, come on, man, that was a good one. And now, probably the only thing I'm gonna learn from hunger strike is how to be hungry, and how to drag my mom into hunger strike as well, and other people too, so they don't feel. So we can ration the food properly. How to use calories, how to feel the hunger, how to know how to feed yourself to feel good. Those sort of things, to reinforce the ideas, to make people not fear. That's the most powerful thing you can life coach into people. It's just, you can tackle things yourself, you just not have to fear certain things. Because we have explored it. We have tackled it to some extent. And we have to know exactly, non-perishable foods, all that shit. Because during the purge, anything goes, man. Like, anything can happen. And I will have to learn that shit too. And I will take responsibility soon. And maybe this is going to be over. But I need to make sure that I'm, like, completely safe and nothing is actually happening. And it was just a fluke. And if it's not, then fuck my life, bro. I might be in a very uncomfortable and terrible place without ticket to escape easily. And I'll be scratching my head a long time what to do next. Anyways, so that's the whole context of everything that's going on and how I feel. Still need to watch the goddamn movie and relax and sleep. Obviously, we have to talk about fear and how fucking demons feed from that. They try, they desperately care about you smelling good. They care. It's not that they don't like it, they care too much. Fucking smells of other people. You can disguise that, you can try and do whatever, but it's just gonna come out as even more fear. Like, perfume smells like fear times 5, bro. It's like something you can't even control, something you have to live with, something you don't know if other people like. Like, don't do perfume. Perfume is gonna fucking kick you in the fucking balls when shit goes down, when you're surrounded with people they don't like you. I mean, like, in the classroom, someone fucking puts perfume, like, they're the most disgusting person. Luckily, we can't identify who fucking did it. And again, we don't have the magical reputation number. Because that would be cool to have. And label people from, 5 stars. 5-star rating. Give them Rotten Tomato rating. That would be awesome, bro. You get free money for giving 5 stars. I'll take that. And you can always sort of manipulate but not change your rating. I hope I get to design it, so everyone knows the fucking rules of reputation. Wait, I believe I dreamed... No. No, I induced my... No. Man, maybe I just wish that I dreamed about fucking hanging out with Zuckerberg, bro. There's no way that I had a dream like that. If Elon versus Zuck would be happening, I would probably actually support Zuck on this one. Because I like Instagram more than Twitter, I'll just tell you that much. Yeah, but what you fear, and if you show fear, that means you show lack of control over something. So once the fucking demons identify that you don't feel safe, you can't do this or that, you don't want to do this, you don't like that, like big guys coming up to you like, oh, that's a lot of fear. Yep. Now they know. Now they know how to manipulate you, how to crush your spirits, how to push you in discomfort zone. But they also need to know what to take from you, all that shit. The worst thing when you respond with fear when, someone is doing bad things, then it's more likely that they're gonna get away with those bad things because people are afraid to try and stop the bad guy. That fucking sucks, man. This is why demons can in fact feed with fear. That's the whole point. It does make sense mathematically, logically, bro. Wouldn't it be weird if I slept less, I was less fatigued right now? Like when I barely eat, I'm not sure how much less, but I'll always say 10 times less, bro. Because I don't eat meals. I just eat bites every now and then. Hopefully when good things happen, but right now, fucking nothing good is happening. So, but I watched the movie. Until the very end, they repeat the same thing. It's like, it's very cheesy, gets very cheesy all the time, all the movies. It kind of cringes me out. But there was a very interesting twist when her parents are dangling from the rooftop and they're like, they're the ones fearful. They're the ones being fed or feeding the demons, basically. And the girl kind of like has to like, with her friends, defeat demons kind of herself and convince the parents to like kind of like shut up, basically. That she has the power to stand up on her own. And that's a pretty big fear as well that kind of cripples a lot of people. This is very interesting, where parents want to fucking act as parents, as greater force, as a protectors. And it's like, geez, bro. You're really not in the mood to do that. Dangling from the rooftop, feeding demons. Like, you gotta suck it up and give your trust. Especially when it's everything that depends on fear, How are they monster hunters in the first place, right? Kind of fucking awkward. Here are the parents. The idea of warding out fears, like uniting, finding the most confident and powerful people in the group and letting them feed on the spotlight so they can shine on everyone else. There was also motive for that too, where she gets to sing on stage even though she has a stage fright, because that's what you have to have. As a part of the plot, your friends have to be fearful of something, right? And overcome something. But the cringiest one is overcoming fear of mistakes, fear of failure. I mean, technically, it's not the cringiest because we have seen a dude get destroyed by a cookie in a Mr. Beast challenge. So she was tormented by the, spelling bee type of thing. Spell goats. I mean, that was difficult. And all of a sudden it switches to, like, being able to spell terrifying. Which is a terrifying word. But, I mean, at least I know how to fucking write it down. I don't know what's up with Americans and their spelling, basically. Obsessive spelling. But America is filled with weird words that you never really know how to spell them. You can get taken away by them, bro. Yeah, the only thing throughout. But then there's thorough that I like. You can kick some ass with these words. you can definitely summon some demons with those kind of words. Well, technically that's a pretty cool theme. The biggest demon is how to connect online and not be afraid of other people. People definitely fucking turn into demons around here. And it is one of those things that people just do. They just create a fucking demon, get possessed by a demon, and feed on fear of, like, oh, this is so entertaining for them. And that's about it. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. But this is, monsters have to be hunted. But more things have to be done than that. We can unite over that. We can unite. We can find the fucking aliens. Like, there's always that narrative that we're gonna unite against aliens. Bruh. What about demons? What about fucking shit that possesses people and they waste their time for this fucking weird entertainment where they collect fear to see where it goes? I mean, we gotta cut them off. We'd probably get a lot of value from that too. That would be fucking awesome. Because you can only go so far with fear, but you can get KO'd very fast. I'm not gonna lie. When you're a bully, fucking KO and Dunzo. And then I get all the praise for saving people and whatnot. Bro, this is what I asked for.
One of the ways you understand this is foul smells. There are no bums or drug addicts or rapists or people with
stupid drug addicts and rapists looking like that, bro. Carrying some fucking items, bro. It gets so much worse. It gets so much worse.
To push you onto the train tracks and
yeah, he waiting to push you off. He putting that fucking trap to push you off into the rail, bro. My God.
In charge to give us an answer. What is the answer? So we'll stop the lecture.
Because they sent all the fucking bad guys and shit, all the dirt into Ukraine to fight. That's it. That's your fucking answer.
Now Russia.
They might as well fucking hired savages, big bad savages to clean up the streets and throw them into, an army. It's just, I mean, you can do that. If you don't have answers, I'll give you answers. If you have answers, then we can talk.
Today, February 2024, in the middle of a war.
At the end of the war. That's why it's so clean. Also, my brother, there's second argument. Women. There's more women than men in Russia. It's just how it goes, bro. Also, there's lack of migration because no one really likes Russia, but it is what it is. Also, you put traps like that and it's like, I don't want to be here, bro. But yeah, like, until we get answers, this is gonna be looking fucking prestige, bro. Like, wow, they did it. They not have problem. For Americans, they like problem because diversity, bro. Come on, man. You never know when you're gonna step on a shit. It's awesome. Every step of the way, you feel different, bro. Wow. This came back to my fucking face on replay. There's one more artist I want to check before I dive into Peace Pop. We have 15 more days to prepare the playlist. I want to know every single Rita Ora song because she just has the fucking best material. Maybe can even, you know, rival Ava. And since I mentioned, I can always make them fight. I don't know. At the same time, while I'm gathering material, something cool can happen. Olivia is safe for today. Wow, that's so cool. Alright, so, gotta check her music as I still have 3 more minutes. I don't know, there's mindfuckery and there's the same vibe of like running away from monsters, bro. What the hell? I don't know, it doesn't seem like a powerful music, but it doesn't bother me. I think I liked one song. I'm not sure which. That's kind of the vibe, like she just repeats lyrics like fucking Laura. Is this the, 26-year-old generation doing that? Why is it so trendy? Or just Disney princesses just don't know how to build lyrics, so they just repeat the same shit over and over again. I mean, that sucks, bro. But it doesn't sound bad, so that's one upside to it. I can listen to it. And it's sort of meaningful, but I'll take it. Alright, we're making history too. Wow. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, thanks for repeating that a couple times, bro. The drops are pretty cool that she makes. I didn't notice that. Fucking pisses me off. Her last song is Next. Shake your cake, shake your cake. Who is she talking to, and why would anyone shake cakes, bro? I guess we don't eat it because it's on hunger strike, but like, shit. Guess how many times she repeats "Let me get what you next," though. You know. Let me get what you next. Yeah, just repeats the same shit over and over again. Still to this day. Yeah, if I listen to the song too many times, I'll just remember the need to shake my cake, and I don't want to do that. Well, safe to say, I'm not impressed, to be honest. I don't know how long we're gonna last. What the fuck do you mean 8 videos? Holy shit, man. YouTube is trolling. There's only 8 good videos in here. Everything else is trash. Am I right? Man, the cake shaking is going strong, though. 4th most watched song. For whatever reason. I don't get it, man. I'ma quit. This video is over. I even made a thumbnail already. Bye.